Alexander the Great was not born into an ordinary destiny. From the moment he entered the world in 356 BC, the people around him believed he was meant for something far beyond the borders of Macedon. His mother, Olympias, told him he was descended from Achilles, while his father, King Philip II, was a brilliant general who forged Macedon into a rising power. But the true shaping of Alexander's mind came from Aristotle, the greatest philosopher of the ancient world, who taught him science, logic, medicine, and the art of leadership. At just 12 years old, Alexander tamed a wild horse no one else could, control Bucephalus. And Philip famously declared that his son needed a kingdom far larger than Macedon to satisfy his ambition. When Alexander was 20, his father was assassinated, and the kingdom trembled on the edge of collapse. Instead of falling apart, Alexander moved with incredible speed, crushing rebellions and securing the loyalty of his army. With his power solidified, he turned his eyes toward the greatest empire on earth, Persia. In 334 BC, he crossed into Asia with 40,000 men, facing an empire of millions. At the Battle of the Granicus, he led the charge himself, fighting in the front lines and inspiring his soldiers with fearless determination. At Issus, he faced King Darius III directly, and when Darius fled the battlefield, Alexander claimed victory. But the decisive moment came at Gaugamela, where Alexander, outnumbered and surrounded, spotted a weakness in the Persian formation and struck with lightning precision. Darius fled once more, and the Persian Empire collapsed, leaving Alexander ruler of the largest empire the world had ever seen. He marched into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator and crowned pharaoh, founding the city of Alexandria, which still stands today. Yet Alexander's ambition pushed him farther east, through deserts, mountains, and monsoons, conquering kingdom after kingdom. His men followed him because he marched beside them, sharing their hardships, never losing a single battle. But even legends face limits. At the Hyphasis River in India, after years of endless campaigning, his exhausted soldiers refused to march any farther. For the first time, Alexander turned back. On the journey home, tragedy struck when his beloved horse Bucephalus died, and Alexander founded a city in his honor. Soon after, in Babylon, Alexander fell ill. Fever consumed him, and when his generals asked who should inherit his empire, he answered, "To the strongest." He died at just 32 years old. In only 12 years of rule, Alexander reshaped the world, spreading Greek culture across 3 continents, founding more than 20 cities, and inspiring leaders for thousands of years. His empire did not survive long after his death, but his legacy did. Alexander the Great did not simply conquer lands, he conquered time, becoming a symbol of ambition, courage, and the relentless pursuit of greatness.